He wasn't able to see his daughter take her first steps. He wasn't able to be at her first birthday. He's gonna lose all that.
What's so cold is I've been fighting hella hard to get free. Now my son is finna be on the yard that I once was on, or might be on the yard that I'm at.
Gennaro was me to another degree, and then his son was me to more degrees.
I feel like I'm kind of reliving the situation that I lived with his dad, but way harder because now I'm the mother.
We know that when someone goes to prison, the entire family goes to prison with them. So how do we create a community around people where we can share experiences?
Sometimes I'm okay with it because I prefer him being in jail than in the ground. Or sometimes it's hard because I have his baby and I'm by myself.
You know, it creates this sort of domino effect, a generational curse, if you will. You know, especially when kids grow up like that, being brought into prisons to visit their parent and stuff. It's almost like it becomes a normal, comfortable environment for them. It needs to be broken.
It's definitely a generational curse that's upon people who lose their fathers to prison or even to death, lose their fathers any possible way.
We need these adult men to come back to these communities and reclaim their rightful positions.
I feel like if Gennaro was there, the dynamics in his son's situation would be different.
Yeah, not having a father figure to me makes a huge change in what children do, but especially their sons.
A major organized crime bust, nearly 24 people now under arrest accused of stealing guns and cash and breaking into dozens of marijuana dispensaries.
Well, Jeremy, this wasn't something that just happened overnight. This investigation went on for well over a year in Denver, Aurora, and other major cities.
He's not what they paint him out to be either, you know, so he's just caught up.
Yeah, his name, who he was, I felt like the whole time it was like, there's 25 other people in this case, but we want this one, he has to go to prison.
This endless revolving door happens, and that it's cross-generation. Now you've built this reputation of being that family.
He just really didn't have a chance, him personally.
My son could get up to 99 years if found guilty on all charges. It's a generational curse.
When I was 3 years old, my father was sentenced to life plus 130 years.
I know for certainty, without a doubt in my mind, that I'm the reason why he's going through all of this now. It wasn't no way he could win. I mean, first off, because I wasn't there to teach and show him any better.
He's missed out on so much. We don't want him to miss out on anything else.
Lord willing, his son doesn't have to go to prison, but if he does, he'll be able to see, or at least hear, that his dad is a different person than what he thought.
The influence that he has could be monumental in the neighborhood that he's from and just in his life, in this world.
20% of the dudes in there deserve to be in there, 80% not.
Following crack cocaine, following the induction of that prison industrial complex, and the attack on our assets, because all of these years later, we realize that it's very dysfunctional because it grows out of addiction, it grows out of neglect, and it grows out of a breaking of community.
And it's gonna take a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of grace, a lot of compassion, a lot of chances, not just one, in order for them to see the light, to come to it, and to find their way.
So if you're gonna give a guy a second chance, really give him a second chance, you know? Or in some cases, a first chance.
When I think about my generation, I just think of like how sad it is. We're successful as being shot, you know what I'm saying? Going to the penitentiary. You got a life sentence. I've been to the penitentiary. I got shot. I'm in a wheelchair.
We got the right tools because we didn't got fathers in the house to give us the right tools. But then we go to the hood, they fake care about us.
Never having a real male figure to look up to in my life, like in the household. My dad was a My dad was a basehead.
I went and bought some weed, and they put crack in my weed. I didn't choose to get on crack, but I didn't know how to get off of it. It was the worst thing. It was the worst thing I ever did in my life.
Hey D,
They sent this little jail today.
what did they say?
He gave him 30 years.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, dude.
Okay.